So we're told they sailed a straight course to where? Samothrace. This island is known to have been the home of a mysterious cult, Kaberi. But yet, you see that the Apostle Paul and company are only there for one day. They land there, and the next day they leave. There was a need for the gospel in that place. But it wasn't God's purpose for Paul and company to bring the gospel to that place. God had appointed a specific woman in her household in Philippi to hear the gospel. God had appointed a specific jailer in his household to hear the gospel in Philippi. God was going to establish a church that we would know as the Church of Philippians in Philippi. So God, in his sovereign predetermination, has them go to Samothrace. There's a mystery cult there, but they're not staying there. They're there basically overnight, it seems. They probably stopped there so they didn't have to sail throughout the night. And the very next day, they go to Neapolis and they make their way to Philippi, and you see God's sovereignty. He had his eyes, as it were, set upon Paul bringing the gospel to Lydia, her household, the Philippian jailer, then establishing a church in Philippi. See, God is working out all these details so that a specific woman and her household, at least initially, would come to hear the gospel. See, there's a sense in which when the gospel is preached in a room like this or anywhere else, there is a sense in which you might say, the train has stopped at the station, the train of salvation. And the call is, come aboard. Come aboard the train that leads to heaven. You might say the ark of salvation. Come aboard the ark. It is docked here. Come, believe on the Lord Jesus Christ. Enter, as it were, the ark of salvation, and you will be saved. See, that's not very personal. That's like, okay, the ship has docked, and you could just come in. But when you look at the scriptures, salvation is much more personal than that. The Good Shepherd is personally rescuing specific sheep who are going the wrong way, and he picks them up, puts them on his shoulders, they turn around, and now all of a sudden he is carrying them home. See how personal that is? God is bringing Paul and company to a specific woman and her household so that they might hear the gospel. Look at what God's doing for Lydia before she even knew it. These details are working out for her salvation, and she has no idea. She's probably just making plans. She knows she's going to go down to the riverside later that week. She's going to go there for her time of prayer with other women. But God is working all of these details out behind the scenes to get the gospel right to her, and then he's going to work inside of her to open her heart to receive the gospel. Salvation is so personal. Maybe you might be encouraged if you know him. He was at work to bring the gospel to you and to bring you to himself long before you had any idea of it.